Welcome out to Travis Field for some Saturday night baseball. The Yard Dogs back home after a lengthy road trip. Seem to have found a bit of rhythm. We'll see if they can keep it up here tonight as they welcome in the Meridian Blues for a two-game set tomorrow night. Concludes it, and you'll hear it all right here on the Bryan Yard Dogs YouTube channel. Welcome in, everyone. Nick Savage here with you. Welcome back. Will Fain to my left up in the Travis Field press box. And Will coming off of a 3-3 road trip, the first road trip for these Yard Dogs this season. Found a little bit of rhythm. Still struggling a little bit on the offensive side, but maybe finding some momentum when it comes to the pitching staff. Only gave up 4 runs last night. So what are you looking forward to here tonight as the Yard Dogs are back home for a quick 2-game stint?
Really looking forward to seeing Devin Cummings on the mound tonight. I think he's one of our better starters. He's big. He's got some good swing and miss, high strikeouts. I think we're going to see a great pitching masterclass by Cummings tonight.
Cummings getting the start, the right-hander for your Yard Dogs. On the mound for the Meridian Blues, it'll be Jorge Melendez making his second start of the year. Meridian comes into this one 6-7 on the year. Yard Dogs 5-8. Won last night out in Meridian, Mississippi, about 530 miles from here. Quick turnaround for both these teams. But here we are on a Friday night. Weather staying away in Bryan, Texas. As strolling to the mound, it'll be Sendris Hernandez for Meridian, leading things off against Devin Cummings. It'll be Hernandez, Coleman, Ratajczyk, 1, 2, 3 in the order for the Blues. As Cummings out of the stretch comes set with the first pitch of the ball game. We are underway here on a Saturday night. That one's in there, belt high for strike. Cummings set at the belt, the 0-1 in the dirt. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Devin making his third start here tonight. He's 1-3 with a 5.82 ERA, 17 innings pitched so far, 16 strikeouts, 211 walks. 1-1. Fastball in, catches the inner black, strike 2. Hernandez at the plate. Batting .325, one of the higher averages in the MAL so far this season. 1-2. Grounded to the left side. It's Menchaca, the shortstop, who's up with it. Throw over to first is in time for out number 1.
So that's a good start to the game for your defense here.
That'll bring up Kieran Coleman, the shortstop for the Blues. Coleman hitting .344 on the season, making his 10th start here tonight. He's got 11 hits, 1 triple to his name, 3 RBIs. Righty-righty matchup here. Cummings set, ready for the first pitch of this at-bat. Here it comes. Coleman shows bunt, pulls it back, and it misses inside for a ball. Here's how the Yard Dogs defense will look. We'll go from right to left in the outfield. It's Daniel Williams in right. In center field, it's Landon Bailey in left. Nicholas Brainerd get you the infield after the 1-0 offering. This one grounded to the left side. Menchaca getting tested again. Throw across the diamond, pulls Reed off the bag, and in safely is Kieran Coleman. We'll see if that's an error. Yes, indeed it is. The 26th error committed by the Yard Dogs this year will put Kieran Coleman over at first base. 1 out here in the top of the first.
At bat, first baseman number 28, Ryan Ratajczyk.
Ryan Ratajczyk, the first baseman, in now. Runner over at first, 1 out. The righty Cummins deals. This one's driven deep to left field. That's going to send Brainerd on his horse, and he will not get to it. 1 hop off of the wall. Coleman around second and around third. Here comes the throw, not going to be in time. And it's an RBI double for Ryan Ratajczyk. Gives the Blues a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. It's a big swing of the bat from Ratajczyk.
Up to bat for the Blues.
Puts him out at second, brings home Coleman. The error over at short comes back to bite the Yard Dogs, and now Cody Whitlock, the catcher, stands in. Whitlock hitting .286. Has 1 RBI so far. First pitch. Breaky ball catches the inner half for strike 1.
Cummings does enjoy getting that inside corner.
4 straight righties. He's tried to find that spot. Oh, 1's low. Infield defense for the Yard Dogs. It's Aubrey Reed at first, Jake Wiley at second, Tristan Menchaca at short, and over at third base, Braden Reynolds. A 1-1. Change up there. Pulled the string on Whitlock. He swings out in front of it, and he's behind 1 and 2. It's Valerius behind the plate, and Devin Cummings, his battery mate, up on the mound tonight. 1-2 to Cody Whitlock. Almost runs in and hits him. Slider kind of slipped out of the hand, it looked like, of Devin Cummings. Runner out at second, 1-0 lead for Meridian here in the top of the first. The 2-2, excuse me, is cut on and missed. Strike 3. Cody Whitlock retired via the punch out for out number 2. And that's Devin Cummings' first strikeout of the night.
And that's that swing and miss we were talking about pregame.
Next up for Meridian, their left fielder, number 26, Miguel.
And here's Miguel Tejada Jr. And yes, you heard that right. Son of the former MVP, 6-time All-Star. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Tejada Jr. hitting .135. 5 RBIs to his name, has a double. 9 runs scored. 1-0. Big swing and a miss. Counts evened up, 1-1 strike. Tejada Jr. last night went 1 for 4 with a run scored in the 8-4 Yard Dogs win. 1-1. In on the hands, popped into center field. Here comes Bailey, and it's actually Menchaca, the shortstop, ranging out and making a great play in shallow left field to retire the side. But the Blues score 1 run on 1 hit. An error committed by the Yard Dogs, and they leave 1 on going to the bottom of the first. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Bottom of the first out at Travis Field. Your Yard Dogs coming to the plate for the first time tonight, and here's how Coach John Byington will line them up. It's Tristan Menchaca, the shortstop, leading off. Jake Wiley, the second baseman, bats second. Batting third, Aubrey Reed, the first baseman. In the cleanup spot, it's Braden Reynolds, the third baseman. Blake Selke will be the DH tonight. He bats fifth. Batting sixth, Landon Bailey, the center fielder. In right, batting seventh, Daniel Williams. Hitting eighth, Taylor Valeris, the catcher. And rounding out the starting nine for the Yard Dogs, it's Nicholas Brainerd in left. They'll be facing Jorge Melendez, making his second start. He's 0-1. No ERA, 3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, no walks so far for him on the young season.
That could change tonight. Usually the Yard Dogs hitters are pretty patient at the plate, looking to get walks.
As Tristan Menchaca will lead things off. Righty-lefty matchup out of the windup. Here comes Melendez home, and that one misses for ball one. Menchaca hitting an even 300. That's 12 hits on the year, 3 RBIs. 1-0 misses outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Two O's taken low, and it's quickly 3-0. In the field for Meridian, it's Brock Hernandez Tejada from right to left in the outfield. 3-0 in there, called strike one. On the infield, it's Ratajczyk at first, Ford at second, Coleman at short, Rupert at third base. This one's fouled up the first baseline, so the count will run full to Menchaca. Behind the plate, it is Whitlock. Meridian in the orange tops, gray pants, navy blue caps. Payoff pitch here to Menchaca's fouled off. Yard Dogs in their home whites, debuting some new caps tonight. White caps with the navy blue bill. Melendez with another payoff. Runs outside, ball 4. So Tristan Menchaca will draw a walk. That's his 6th of the season. Leadoff runner on for the Yard Dogs.
And that would be the first walk that Melendez has given up.
Our second baseman, number 6, Jake Wiley.
Jake Wiley, second baseman, bats for the Yard Dogs. Another left-handed bat for Coach Byington. Wiley hitting .368 as that one misses outside for ball 1. One-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Wiley 6th in the MAL in average. Has enough at-bats to qualify in that discussion. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball up in the zone. Melendez gets it by Wiley. Menchaca runs over at first, 1-0. Meridian leads Bryan in the bottom of the first. 2-1, sent into center field. Hernandez drifting into the alley, calls off Tejada Jr. and will make the catch for out number 1.
Next up will be the first baseman, number 7, Aubrey Reed.
Your Yard Dogs, first baseman, number 7, Aubrey Reed.
Menchaca still runs over at first. Reed will dig in as he brings in a .321 average. 28 at bats. He's got 9 hits so far, 3 RBIs. First pitch. Misses high for ball 1.
Also has a few broken bats on the season.
Might be the scouting report. Bust him inside, see what happens. Pick over to first, Menchaca back in safely. Bryan 2-5 here at Travis Field in their inaugural homestand. They'll look to turn that around as this one skied into shallow center field. It's actually the shortstop Coleman who ranges out, much like Menchaca did in the top of the first inning to make the catch for out number 2. Now Braden Reynolds, the third baseman, stands in.
Up to bat, your third baseman from Scottsdale, Braden Reynolds.
Reynolds hitting .310. has 3 doubles on the year to lead the Yard Dogs. 3 RBIs, 14 total bases. Righty-righty matchup here as Melendez comes set at the belt out of the stretch. First pitch, slider in there, called strike 1. Melendez, 4-pitch mix. 4-seam fastball, cutter, slider, changeup. Lives from 88 to 92 on the gun. Oh, 1. Fastball outer edge, called strike 2. Menchaca reached on the leadoff walk. A fly out and a pop out. Melendez trying to work a scoreless bottom half of the first. Oh, 2. Ripped into left center field. That sends Hernandez on his horse into the alley once again, but he's able to get there with the wind blowing straight in from center field. And that'll do it for the Yard Dogs. They get the leadoff man on, but can't do anything with him. We'll go to the second. Meridian leading Bryan 1-0. This is Yard Dog Baseball. Nothing. Meridian leads Bryan as we go to the second. It'll be Rupert, Brock, Ford due up for the Blues. That's 6, 7, 8. As Cooper Rupert stands in, the third baseman facing Devin Cummings, his second inning of work, and Cummings will land a fastball in the inner half for strike 1. Oh, 1 here to Rupert. Check swing, he went around. Quickly 0-2 here. Cummings doing a good job so far, staying in the zone and throwing strikes. That's been a bugaboo for this pitching staff so far on the young season, as too many free passes issued. 0-2. Good pitch in the dirt, but Rupert does not chase. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, too many free passes usually will come back to bite you, like that last home game we had where, what was it, 13?
I believe it was 15 total walks. That will not play. 1-2. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 1-0 here in the top of the second.
Cummings had a pretty clean inning in the first, other than the 1 error.
And that is not on him. 2-2 pitch misses high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Like I mentioned, Yard Dogs pitching struggled a bit out of the gate here. They are league worst in whip with a 2-3-1. Check swing. Did that hit him? No, he fouled it off. Must have gotten the handle of the bat there. And Cooper Rupert will see another payoff pitch.
I am a huge fan of that name.
The Blues got some good names on their team. 3-2 misses high, ball 4. So that'll be the first walk issued by the Yard Dogs here tonight, as Rupert jogs down to first, leadoff man on in the top of the second.
Next will be number 18, Chris Brock.
At bat, right fielder number 18, Chris Brock.
Another strong name by the Blues.
Brock hitting 133. This is only his 5th start on the season. Blues looking, or excuse me, Yard Dogs looking for the double play as Cummings lands the fastball in the inner half to go ahead 0-1. Cummings set at the belt. First base side of the rubber, comes home. In on the hands and fouled off. So Brock behind 0-2 here. Cummings jumped ahead of Cooper Rupert 0-2, but ended up losing him via the walk. We'll see if he can take advantage here. Here comes the 0-2. Good slider, gets a swing and a miss from Chris Brock. Second strikeout of the night for Devin Cummings, and there's one down here in the top of the second. It's Brandon Ford now, second baseman for the Blues.
At bat number 12, the second baseman, Brandon Ford.
Ford 091, only in his 4th game here tonight. First pitch to him, fastball up and away for ball 1. Ford did not play last night. 1-0, slider just misses out. 2 balls, no strikes now to the Blues' second baseman. Fort Scott still undefeated at the top of the standings. They are 8-0. Nacogdoches 6-4. Meridian 6-7. Beaumont 5-7. Bryan's 5-8. And Piney Woods 4-8. It's your MAL standings update. Yard Dogs 5.5 games out of first place. Meridian 4.5. 3-0. Auto take was on, and Devin Cummings find the zone once again. It's 3 balls and 1 strike here.
Now, do you know how many teams will make the postseason, Nick?
3-1's fouled away. I believe it's the top 2 teams play in the championship series. But that may change, who knows? It'll be a 3-2 count now to Brandon Ford. Runner over at first after the leadoff walk is Cooper Rupert. Devin Cummings on the mound, looking to avoid 2 straight free passes. The payoff, swung on but fouled. Valeris couldn't hang on to it. So another payoff pitch will come to Brandon Ford.
Looking to add to the strikeouts to tonight.
Devin Cummings sitting at 2. Up to 18 on the year. 3-2. Just low, ball 4. So back-to-back walks, or excuse me, 2 walks in this inning. Puts 2 men on, 1 out for Isaiah Charles, the DH and 9-hole hitter for Meridian.
Their DH number 8, Isaiah Charles.
Charles even 200. Only 5 at-bats on the season. First pitch, he shows bunt. Pushes it up the first base line, but it's foul. Like I mentioned earlier, Yard Dogs were 2-5 in their original homestand. On the road, Meridian so far is 1-4. We'll see if their offense can travel here tonight. They have one of the more potent offenses in the MAL. 0-1 misses. It's 1-1. One here from Cummings to Isaiah Charles. Sent to left field. That'll be down for a base hit. And the bases will be loaded. as Brainerd gets it in quickly. It's Rupert over at third, Ford at second. Now Isaiah Charles over at first. With the top of the lineup back at the plate, it's Sandries Hernandez, the center fielder for the Blues.
Number 13, Sanders Hernandez.
Bases loaded with 1 out.
Hernandez was 0 for 1 his first time up. One swing of the bat gets you out of the inning, though. Yard Dogs would love a double play. This one swung on, popped into foul territory, first base side. Reed gives it a look, but it is about 15 feet out of play.
Pretty good crowd tonight here at the
Yeah,
ballpark
absolutely. A lot going on in Bryan College Station tonight. A lot of people choosing to come watch a Yard Dogs ball game. This one sent into shallow right field, and it is Wiley ranging out to make the catch. He'll fire it home. What a strike to keep the runner over at third. There was no way he was going to tag on that. That was only about 5 to 10 feet into right field, so no way he was going to try to score, but showing off the arm anyway. Base is still loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 here in the top of the second. Meridian leads Bryan. And now Kieran Coleman.
Number 19, Herman Coleman.
Coleman 0 for 1, reached on an error, later scored in the first inning. Second look at Cummings here. First pitch comes home. Slider lands in there, called strike 1. Like I mentioned, a lot going on in Bryan College Station. You got an international soccer match of all things going on at Kyle Field. Argentina and Honduras. Coleman lines this one to short. Menchaca will go the short route to second. And the throw was a little offline, but Wiley makes a great adjustment to keep his foot on the bag, and that ends the inning. Meridian strands the bases loaded as we go to the bottom of the second. The Blues still lead at 1-0. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball right here on the Bryan Yard Dogs YouTube channel. Travis Field, 1-0 Meridian up over Bryan. Nick Savage, Will Fain with you here on the Bryan Yard Dog YouTube channel. It'll be Blake Selke, Landon Bailey, Daniel Williams due up for the Yard Dogs. Selke, the DH, digs in from the left side. Facing Jorge Melendez, his second inning of work. Out of the windup, here it comes. First pitch just misses off for ball 1.
After that leadoff walk, Melendez really found the strike zone.
Yeah, induced 3 fly ball outs. 1-0 misses low, 2 balls, no strikes. Argan Dodds, the home plate umpire tonight. Neil Sanger over at first base, the lone field umpire. Two-0, misses out. 3 balls, no strikes here to Blake Selke. Selke out of Oakland University. Hitting 167. Only in 6 games so far, and he'll draw a leadoff walk here. 4 pitches. He's over at first. Back-to-back innings with a leadoff walk for the Yard Dogs. We'll see if they can be more productive here.
Now we'll have number 25, Landon Bailey. He's out in center field tonight.
Bailey hitting 226 on the season. He's got 7 hits, a double to his name, 7 RBIs. It'll be a righty-righty matchup here as Melendez is out of the stretch. First pitch, line back up the middle, could be 2. It's Coleman at short. He'll flip to second for 1, back over to first, is in time. The 6-4-3 double play. The second double play hit into this season for the Yard Dogs.
That'll bring up Daniel Williams.
At bat number 16, left fielder Daniel Williams.
Williams will swing from the right side. 143 average for him. 4 RBIs to his name. All hit singles so far. Now back out of the windup, Melendez works first base side of the rubber. 0-0 delivery. Bounces in there for ball 1. We mentioned earlier that the Yard Dogs offense has struggled quite a bit. Hit 221 as a team, that's worst in the MAL. They've also scored the least amount of runs, 45 through their first 13 games. That comes out to about 3.5 runs per game. So still looking for that confidence at the dish about 2 weeks into the season. It's a 2-1 count here to Daniel Williams. This one sent to right field. It's Brock ranging towards the line. He'll make the catch on the run for out number 3. So the Yard Dogs get a leadoff walk, but a 6-4-3 double play stifles anything the Yard Dogs could get going, and that will do it. As we go to the third, Meridian leads 1-0. This is Yard Dog Baseball. Travis Field. Nick Savage, Will Fain with you here. 1-0 going to the the top of the third. Meridian leads your Yard Dogs. Devin Cummings back onto the bump. Ryan Ratajczyk stands in and takes strike 1 to lead off the inning.
pretty good defensive battle here tonight.
Oh, one's swung on and missed. Ratajczyk behind in the count 0-2. Oh, 2 check swing. Did he go around? Looked like it from up here, but Neil Sanger says no on appeal down to first. So it'll be a 1-2 count here to Ratajczyk. Like you mentioned earlier, Will, good crowd settling in here on a Saturday night. Weather was forecasted in the area, but it's going to stay away, thankfully, as this one's hit softly back up the middle. Menchaca with a play. Ranging up the middle on a softly hit ground ball. Ratajczyk running hard out of the box, but Menchaca able to make the throw on the run to retire Ratajczyk for out number 1 here in the top of the third.
Next up for Meridian, their catcher number 21, Cody Whitlock.
Cody Whitlock, the catcher, stands in now.
Even though these last few games the offense hasn't produced, but the defense has certainly stepped up.
First pitch, swung on and missed. Yard Dogs did commit 2 errors last night. But as a whole have been a little bit better as of late. And speaking of better as of late, Devin Cummings quickly ahead 0-2 here. He has been living ahead in these counts against the Blues all night tonight. Done a very good job. Looking to pick up his 3rd strikeout if he can here. 0-2 in on the hands, rolled softly to the left side. It's Reynolds, the third baseman, who charges. He throws on the run and tries to one-up Menchaca with a great play himself. There's 2 down quickly here in the top of the third.
That'll bring up Tejada Jr.
Tejada Jr. 0-for-1 tonight. He popped out to short in his first plate appearance. Going to have a quick stoppage here as we don't have lights on yet, so those lights out here at Travis Field take a minute to get warmed up, so you got to fire them up before it gets too dark, and I think we're going to make sure we're on it. We should be good to go here. So Miguel Tejada Jr. back into the box. 2 down here in the top of the third, 1-0 Blues lead. The Yard Dogs, and Tejada Jr. goes after a slider. He's behind 0-1. Fastball. Tejada Jr. loses the bat, but it's into the net, and he's quickly behind 0-2 here. Devin Cummings looking to work a really efficient inning here if he can retire Tejada Jr. Tejada Jr. does strike out 20 times so far to lead the Blues. So we'll see if Cummings can get him. Nope, not here. He rips one back up the middle for a base hit. 2-out base runner for the Blues in the top of the third. And it's Miguel Tejada Jr. with the 3rd hit of the night for the Blues.
That'll bring up Cooper Rupert.
At bat number 2, Cooper Rupert.
Rupert walked in his first plate appearance.
He's going to be on the all-name team, that's for sure.
Oh, that one's going to run up and get Rupert in the back of the helmet. So it'll be a hit by pitch. And we'll check on him before this game goes any further. That one was 4-seamer flush, but Rupert looks good to go. He drops the equipment. Trainer will come out and check on him and just make sure he's got his wits about him. Mickey Callaway, field manager for the Blues, out to have a word as well. So there'll be 2 men on, 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning for the Blues, as Rupert will stay in at run over at first. Good sign. Chris Brock will be at the plate. He struck out in his first plate appearance. Lights are firing up, so we should be good to go.
Everything just takes a little time.
City of Bryan has done a great job with this ballpark with the new renovations. 0-0 delivery almost runs in and gets Brock. He almost had 2 pitches, 2 hit by pitches. But luckily it's just a 1-0 count here to Brock. They're 2 down in the inning, top of the 3rd. Meridian leads 1-0. Cummings delivers the 1-0. In the dirt, swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Devin Cummings. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Meridian got their lone run in the top of the 1st inning. It's a 1-1. Another breaking ball low. That's whiffed at. And now Cummings looking to work out of the jam. Righty Cummings out of the stretch, peers in to Valerius, who flashes the signs. Brock ready. And the 1-2. Fouled back. Been a well-pitched ball game up to this point. Cummings ready with another 1-2 offering to Brock. Low, no chase. There goes the runner. That's Tejada Jr. Throw down from Valerius in time, and he's out. What a throw from Taylor Valerius. Guns down Miguel Tejada Jr. to end the inning. And that will do it for the Blues as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 still with Meridian in front. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball.
All right, Yard Dog fans, y'all ready for some baby race?
To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Meridian leads 1-0. Nick Savage, Will Fain with you here on the Yard Dogs YouTube channel. Appreciate you watching, whether you're watching for someone in your family playing here tonight, if you're a local here, checking out the new ball club. Welcome.
Bryan Yard Dogs, the
We'll be
catcher,
back
number
with you
4,
tomorrow night. Game
Valerian.
2 of this series at Travis Field. It'll actually be game 4 between the Yard Dogs and Blues in a row. Series has been split so far as Taylor Valerius, the catcher, stands in. He swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Valerius ended the top half of the 30, gunned down Miguel Tejada Jr. trying to steal third base. As Melendez delivers home the 0-1, he's ahead of Valerius here, quickly 0-2. Fastball outside corner called strike 3. So Valerius sees 3 pitches and he's set down by Jorge Melendez, his first strikeout of the night. There's 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd.
From Otero College, right fielder number 13, Nicholas Brainerd.
Here's Nicholas Brainerd, the left fielder, getting his first plate appearance of the night. First pitch slipped it into shallow left field. It's Coleman, the shortstop, making the call and the catch for out number 2. They had Tejada Jr. playing well back in left field. So Coleman with the best shot to get to that one, and he does. There's 2 outs, nobody on for the top of the lineup, Tristan
Shortstop,
Menchaca.
number 3, Tristan Menchaca.
Menchaca walked in his first plate appearance. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch. Fastball down and away for ball 1.
Wind picking up a little bit, so I wonder if that's why he was playing so deep.
Blown in from center. Left field's definitely a little bit shallower here at Travis Field. That is a pitcher's ballpark, without a doubt. 1-1 here to Menchaca. Multi-purpose facility. Play soccer matches here sometimes. One misses out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Used to be home of the Bryan Toucans, but they moved somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly. Twin City Toucans, excuse me. 2-1. In there, called strike 2. That one's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Tristan Menchaca, the shortstop. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Meridian leading 1-0. Melendez winds and deals. Popped into left field. It's Tejada Jr. ranging toward the line. On the run, and he makes the catch and lays out. No, he dropped it. Pops out of the glove as he tumbles down in foul territory. So it's a foul ball, and Tristan Menchaca will live to see another day. So Menchaca back to the box. Jorge Melendez.
And in the first, he had that leadoff walk, so maybe he'll be able to get another walk.
Keep this inning alive. Valerius and Brainerd were retired quickly on 4 pitches. But Menchaca making Melendez work a little bit more. This one's outside, ball 4. So Menchaca draws his 2nd walk of the game. 3rd walk issued by Melendez, and there's a 2-out base runner for the Yard Dogs. And it will be Jake Wiley at the plate. Flew out to center, his first time up.
Second baseman, Jake Wiley.
Like we said before, this is game 3 of a 4-game series between these two. First 2 games being played in Meridian. Games 3 and 4 were played here at Travis Field. Meridian won game 1, 9-3 on Thursday. Yard Dogs take game 2 last night, 8-4, and The Blues leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch here to Wiley, misses low for ball one. Melendez deals. There goes the runner. Throw down. Menchaca in safely with a head first slide. So runner in scoring position for the first time tonight for the Yard Dogs. And I believe it's a 2-0 count. Indeed it is.
Any ball here in the gap could score and tie this game up.
That is Menchaca's third stolen base on the season. This one rolled over to the second baseman, gobbled up by Ford. Over to first, not in time. Jake Wiley with a hustle infield single. That'll put runners at the corners for the Yard Dogs here. And Aubrey Reed to the plate.
From Southern Arkansas, first baseman number 7,
Reed popped out to shorten his first plate appearance. Looking to add to his RBI total on the year. He's got 3. Righty-righty matchup here. First pitch, spiked down and away. That gets away from Whitlock, and here comes Menchaca. He will walk home, and it's a tie game, 1-1 here in the bottom of the third. That also allows Jake Wiley to move up to second base, so runners still in scoring position for the Yard Dogs. And Aubrey Reed with a 1-0 count. Reed takes strike one, slider at the knees. One. Slider down and away. That also gets away from Whitlock, and that'll allow Wiley to move up to third base. So a couple of pass balls here in the bottom of the third inning starting to affect Meridian, and that will draw a conversation between Cody Whitlock and Jorge Melendez. Maybe a few cross-ups with the signs, I don't know, but it's a 2-1 count here to Aubrey Reed. And Jake Wiley over at third base. He's the go-ahead run for the Yard Dogs. Reed takes inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Braden Reynolds stands on deck. 3-1 comes home. That one skied into center field. Hernandez barely needs to move. He takes about 3 steps and puts it away to retire the side, but not before the Yard Dogs tie this one up at 1. We go to the 4th. You're listening to Bryan Yard Dogs Baseball. Out of Travis Field, 1-1 to the top of the fourth we go.
Up to bat for Meridian, their right fielder, number 18.
It'll be Chris Brock, Brandon Ford, Isaiah Charles due up for Meridian. Devin Cummings back out onto the bump for the Yard Dogs. First pitch of the inning comes home. Slider cut on and miss for strike one.
Brock resuming that at bat after Valerius got caught the runner stealing from second to third.
Yeah, that ended the top of the third inning. Miguel Tejada Jr. thrown out trying to steal third base. Valerius made a great play. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One sent into right center field, and that's going to be down for a base hit. Falls in front of Williams and gets away from him, and that's going to allow Chris Brock to stretch a single into a double. They'll score that a hit and an error that allows the extra 90 feet, so it'll be a single in the scorebook. Again, the error allows him to move into scoring position with nobody out here. In the top of the fourth inning, Brandon Ford will stand in. Ford showing bunt already. We'll see if he's just bluffing. No, he will lay one down up the first baseline. It's fielded by Reed, fumbled it, throws not in time as Wiley came over and fielded first base. So Brandon Ford lays down the bunt, allows Brock to move to third, and there's runners at the corners, nobody out.
Next up, the DH number 8, Isaiah Charles.
They're going to score that an error as well. So an E3 is that's who fumbled the baseball. There goes the runner. Throw down is in time. No, they say a stolen base by Brandon Ford. Looked like it was on time to me, but Neil Sanger rules it a stolen base. So 2 runners on, nobody out. Isaiah Charles at the plate with a 1-0 count.
Blues looking to steal some of that momentum that the Yard Dogs had.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to answer right back to the Yard Dogs' run scored in the bottom of the third inning. A big swing and a miss on the 1-0. That'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, misses out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here in the fourth inning, Cummings has pitched well. His longest outing of the season was a 6-inning effort. As a 2-1's chopped back up the middle. That'll play to run as Wiley will go over to first to get Isaiah Charles, and that will put the Blues back in front, 2-1 here in the top of the fourth. That moves Brandon Ford over to third base. And now the top of the lineup back up for the Blues. It's Sandries Hernandez. This one's sky deep to left field. That sends Brainerd back. That will score Ford no problem, as there's the catch made. Here's the tag. What a throw. Made it a close play, but plenty deep off the bat of Hernandez to make it a 3-1 ball game here in the top of the fourth inning with 2 outs now, bases empty for Kieran Coleman. Manufacturing some offense here for Meridian in the fourth inning.
Next up, number 19, Kieran Coleman.
Coleman, 0 for 2, reached on an error in the first, later scored. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the second. That ended the inning. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch in there, called strike one. Oh, 1. That's also on the inner half, called strike two. You've mentioned it before, Will. Cummings doing a great job of locating that inner half, especially to righties. We'll see if he goes there again, the 0-2. This one rolled over. Reynolds, the third baseman, up with it. And over to first in time to end the inning. But not before a run, a couple errors. All come home for the couple runs, I should say, come home for Meridian. They now lead 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to Yard Dog Baseball on the Bryan Yard Dog Sports Network. Fourth we go. 3-1, Meridian leads your Yard Dogs as Braden Reynolds, Blake Selke, Landon Bailey due up for the Yard Dogs. Still facing Jorge Melendez, giving up the one run through his 3 innings of work so far, and that one spotted up on the inner half, called strike one.
Yard Dogs looking to answer back here in the bottom of the third after the Blues put up 2 in the top of the third.
They do so behind,
my apologies.
do so behind a few defensive miscues for the Yard Dogs. It's a 1-1 count here to the Yard Dogs third baseman. But they did manufacture runs. A sacrifice fly drove in the third run of the game for the Blues. And a RBI ground out by Isaiah Charles put him up 2-1. Jorge Melendez making his second start here tonight, working into the fourth, only giving up that one run so far, and only one hit. One, two. That one runs high to Reynolds. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two runs in. Now the count's full to Braden Reynolds here. One thing that Jorge Melendez has done every inning so far is, well, not every inning, but has issued a walk in every inning, but leadoff walks in 3 of the 4 now as Braden Reynolds draws the walk. He'll run down at first. Blake Selke to the plate now.
And you said coming into the game he hadn't had any walks.
Next up from Oakland,
Yeah, and one start. Didn't walk anybody his first time, but now has walked 4 tonight. Now here's Blake Selke, left-handed DH, walked in his first plate appearance. 0-0 offering is on the outside corner for called strike 1. Double play depth for Meridian. This one ripped into right field for a base hit. Blake Selke with his first knock of the night. There's 2 men on, nobody out for Bryan. Trying to answer the 2 spot put up by Meridian. The top half of this frame.
next up for Bryan, number 16, Daniel Williams.
Landon Bailey stands in. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch. This one's chopped foul.
Correction, number 25, Landon Bailey.
This one's ripped through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. So walk, base hit, has loaded up the bases for the Yard Dogs here in the bottom of the 4th. And
All
Daniel
with no
Williams, yeah, all with no outs, great point. So even a double play scores you a run here. Want to avoid that. But all of a sudden the Yard Dogs figuring out Jorge Melendez.
Left fielder, number 16,
As Williams will dig in from the right side. He's 0 for 1 tonight, flew out to right field his first time up. Melendez can now pitch out of the windup with the bases loaded. He does from the first base side of the rubber and delivers the first pitch home. It's cut on and missed for strike 1. Williams hitting 143 coming into this game. Takes ball 1 upstairs. He's got 4 RBIs on the year. And looking for his first extra base hit. That would tie the game and possibly more. 1-1. This is down and away. Now Williams ahead, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1's cut on and missed. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch there from Jorge Melendez. He goes slider down and away and gets the chase. Two. He goes with the slider again, but Melendez can't get Williams to nibble. So the count is run full. Nowhere to put Daniel Williams. Reynolds led off this inning with a walk. He's over at third. Back-to-back singles from Selke and Bailey have the bases loaded. 3-2 misses high. Ball 4. 3-2. Yard Dogs cut into the lead.
Like we said, free passes usually come back to bite you.
Absolutely, and especially when you do it with the bases loaded. 3-2 our new score, bottom of the 4th. And now Taylor Valerius to the plate. Struck out looking his last time up. Has kind of struggled at the plate to start off the year. Would love to flip the script right here with a big swing. Righty-righty matchup. Jorge Melendez still out of the windup. Here's the first pitch. That one's inside for ball 1. 1-0 Valerius catches the outer half, called strike 1. Little head shake from Taylor. He didn't like it. But when you're the catcher, you can't really argue too much. You got to manage that relationship. The 1-1. Swung on and missed with the fastball on the outer half. It's quickly 1-2 here.
But like we said earlier, as long as you put it in play with no outs, you still can play to run here.
1-2 skied into foul territory. Ratajczyk gives it a look, but it's over into the kids' play area. It'll be 1-2 still here to Taylor Valerius, the catcher who's made a great defensive play tonight. Some action in the Blues bullpen. There's an arm up and throwing, a right-hander. The 1-2 comes home to Valerius, almost gets him. He backs out of the way. Count will be evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two to Valerius, swung on, skied into center field. Should be deep enough to score. Blake Selke. Catch is made by Hernandez, and here comes Selke home, and that will tie the ball game up. Taylor Valerius' sacrifice fly makes it 3-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Landon Bailey on the back end of that, tagged up from second. He's into third now. Daniel Williams still runs at first base, and now Nicholas Brainerd to the plate. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Tie game. Righty-righty matchup. Melendez set. First pitch in there, called strike 1. There goes Daniel Williams, and he'll slide into second without a throw. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Double play out of order for the Blues now. Second stolen base tonight for the Yard Dogs. That'll put their season total at 19.
And now, once again, put it in play. It's going to play to run. That could take the lead with 1 out only.
33 our score here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 out for the Yard Dogs, and a 2-1 count now to Nicholas Brainerd, the left fielder. Brainerd takes 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch count getting up there for Melendez, starting to lose a little feel. Just threw his 67th pitch, 68 about to come home. Three-one, lined into center. Shallow though, not sure if it's deep enough. Bailey will test. Here comes the throw in. It is deep enough. Landon Bailey gives the Yard Dogs a lead after Nicholas Brainerd lines into a sacrifice fly. Back to back by the Yard Dogs. And it's 4-3 Bryan here in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the lineup now up, Tristan Menchaca at the plate. Menchaca has walked 2 times tonight, stolen a base, scored a run. Time before the first pitch comes home to Menchaca. Ball got away from the Meridian bullpen. Daniel Williams is the runner out at second base. Righty-lefty matchup here with Menchaca. Out of the stretch, here comes Melendez. Skied, right field. Actually will stay in the infield. Ford, the second baseman, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning, but not before the Yard Dogs tack on 3 runs on 2 hits. They strand a man as we go to the 5th. 4-3 our score. Yard Dogs lead. You're listening to Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. 4-3 to the top of the fifth we go out at Travis Field. Yard Dogs lead Meridian. Nick Savage will feign with you here. As Devin Cummings back to the mound with a lead now. Ryan Ratajczyk leads things off for the Blues. First pitch, slider in there, called strike one.
If I'm right, that was his 59th pitch.
So in a good spot in terms of length so far. This one skied into shallow right field. Williams will make the call and the catch as Jake Wiley gives way, the second baseman, and that's one quick out here in the top of the fifth inning. Cody Whitlock, backstop for the Blues, stands in. 0 for 2 tonight. Tomorrow night, these two finish up a 4-game set. Swing and a miss from Whitlock, and Cummings is ahead 0-1. Mentioned it before, but the Blues took game one. Yard Dogs won last night. They can win here tonight. They'll be in a spot to clinch the series tomorrow. 0-1 to 0-2. And Cummings once again ahead quickly. Cummings always out of the stretch from the first base side of the rubber. Bounces a breaking ball in there. Takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Either looking for that low and away slider.
Well, he got it at the knees instead, watched it anyway. Called strike 3, Cody Whitlock. Backwards K in the scorebook. That's a 3rd strikeout of the night for Cummings. There's 2 down, no one on for Miguel Tejada Jr. 1 for 2 tonight.
Next up, the left fielder, number 26, Miguel Tejada Jr.
Righty-righty matchup here as Tejada stands in. First pitch, slider, letter high, called strike 1. Not necessarily where you want that pitch, but Tejada Jr. lays off. Oh, 1. Check swing, appeal down to first. He's not paying attention. He did not go. So it'll be a 1-1 count here to Tejada Jr.
Zoned out for a little bit, but that's no problem.
He's looking over at the cookie stand over behind the Yard Dogs dugout probably. 1-1, big swing and a miss. And Devin Cummings is ahead 1-2. A lot of fun stuff to check out here at Travis Field. If you come to a Yard Dogs ball game, plenty to indulge in. Cold beverage of your choosing. Some food, food trucks, lots of stuff for the kiddos to do. 2 ball, 2 strike count now.
Great tacos.
Great tacos. BryanYardDogs.com if you want to check out for tickets.
Even got brisket tonight.
Two to Tejada Jr. Fouled up the first base side. It's Williams giving it a look. It's going to go out of play. So just a long strike for Tejada Jr. 4-3 our score in the top of the 5th. Yard Dogs scoring their runs in the 3rd and the 4th. 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th. Meridian 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 4th. Prospects not looking great here in the top of the 5th. With 2 down, nobody on, and a 2-2 count here to Miguel Tejada Jr. Check swing, foul over to the on-deck circle. Everyone gets out of the way. Arm getting loose in the Yard Dog pen. Can't see a number, but it's a right-hander. Cummings looking to finish the top of the 5th strong. 2-2. Fouled into the mitt, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs to end the top of the 5th inning for Devin Cummings. He's got 4 tonight. And the Yard Dogs still lead 4-3 as we're halfway home out at Travis Field on a Saturday night. You're listening to Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Bottom of the 5th, 4-3, Yard Dogs lead Meridian.
Number 6, Jake Wiley.
It's Jake Wiley leading things off. 1 for 2 today. First pitch, fastball runs outside for ball 1. Still Jorge Melendez on the mound. Just threw his 73rd pitch, so also up there in terms of pitch count. Definitely his deepest start of the season, given he's only started once and threw 3 innings. Despite what the scoreboard says, both of these starters have thrown the ball well, as it's 3-0 here to Jake Wiley. Only thing I would think Jorge would want to work on his next time is those leadoff walks. In trouble of allowing another one here, and he will. 4 pitches, and the leadoff man is on for the Yard Dogs. Jake Wiley over at first. Aubrey Reed now to the plate, 0 for 2 tonight. Yard Dogs looking to tack on to their slim lead. Looking to knock out Melendez out of the game if he can help it. First pitch swinging, fouled off for strike 1. It's Dane Francis in the pen for the Yard Dogs. He's warming up, so might be the next pitcher out for Coach Byington. It's a 1-1 count here to Aubrey Reed. There goes Wiley, throw down way offline, and it's into center field. Wiley will try to stretch it to third, throws in time though, and they're gonna get him. Jake Wiley thrown out by Hernandez, the center fielder for Meridian. And just like that, the bases well, not empty, because there's a runner over at first after the base knock, but to me, Will, that was a good read by Jake Wiley. I mean, he was trying to steal on that. Hit and run might have been on. But to me, that looked like a good read. Just Got to tip your cap to the center fielder. This one off the third base bag and a fair ball. Trickles into shallow left, and it will just be a single for Braden Reynolds. And just like that, the Yard Dogs 2 men on, 1 out.
Your designated hitter, number 22.
Back-to-back hits. Blake Selke bats now with 2 men on, 1 out.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that hit and run, making your way to third. Especially seeing the ball go over the second baseman out into center field.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bang-bang play at third base, so just have to say, all right, it's Andres Hernandez, you got me. But the Yard Dogs still in business here. Selke drives this one deep into right center field on his horse's Brock. He will not get it, and it one hops up against the wall. Coming in to score is Jake Wiley. Right behind him, Aubrey Reed. Throws into second, a 2 RBI double here in the bottom of the 5th. Makes it 6-3 Yard Dogs.
That's how you take momentum back in this game.
And here comes Mickey Callaway out of the dugout. He's already pointed to the bullpen, and that will do it for Jorge Hernandez. The Yard Dogs knock him out here in the 6th with 1 out, and still threatening with Blake Selke still at second after his 2 RBI double makes it 6-3 Yard Dogs. Pitching change will get you the new guy on the other side. This is Yard Dogs baseball. New pitcher for the Blues, it's Ethan Russell. Comes in with a 12.27 ERA, making his 4th appearance, 3 2/3 innings pitched. And he's got 3 strikeouts to 4 walks. He'll be facing Landon Bailey here with runner out at second. That's Blake Selke after his 2 RBI double. This one skied into center field. Hernandez on his horse, and it's over his head. This is going to be 3. Coming in to score easily is Blake Selke, and Landon Bailey follows up the double with a triple. 7-3 Yard Dogs.
What an back-to-back innings for your Yard Dogs so far, both putting up 3 spots.
And still maybe more, only 1 out. Landon Bailey into third as Blake Selke scores.
Number 16, Daniel Williams.
And Daniel Williams to the plate now. You can close the book on Melendez. He goes 4 1/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 walks, and a strikeout. And of those 6 walks, 2 of them came home to score. As the first pitch here to Daniel Williams misses down and away for ball 1. One 0 off the plate again for ball 2. Three and 0 now to Williams. As the righty Russell out of the stretch, the 3-0. Fastball at the knees called strike 1. See if Williams gets something he can handle here. He swings and fouls it off, so the count will run full. Payoff pitch to Daniel Williams. Fouled off once again. This inning started with a Jake Wiley leadoff walk. Aubrey Reed singled. Braden Reynolds singled. Blake Selke with the big swing, a 2 RBI double. Knocked out Jorge Melendez, brought in Ethan Russell, and Landon Bailey ambushes him with an RBI triple to make it 7-3, and that's where we're at now. And Daniel Williams will run it first after drawing a walk. Seventh walk issued by the Blues. And that will bring up Taylor Valerius. And Will, we're still following that theme. Free passes in this league is going to come back to bite you more often than not. You got to limit them. You got to throw it in the zone. First pitch here to Valerius. Takes high for ball.
That's what I've really enjoyed tonight from the Yard Dogs. Not too many free passes. And Cummings has really been keeping it in the zone, having some swing and miss with that changeup.
Only 2 walks issued from Cummings so far. We'll see if his outing continues with some action down in the Yard Dog pen. Again, it's Dane Francis who was throwing, not actively throwing anymore. 4-run cushion for him now, as the Yard Dogs lead 7-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And a 2-1 count now to Taylor Valerius at the plate. A pick over to first. Williams back in safely with the head first dive. Two one, here comes. Skied on the infield. Who wants it? The first baseman, Ratajczyk, makes the call and the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Nicholas Brainerd. 8th Yard Dog to hit in this frame. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Popped out in the 3rd. Sacrifice fly last inning. He's got an RBI, obviously. Could add to it here with runners at the corners, 2 outs. Righty-righty matchup. This is his first look at Ethan Russell. First pitch. Slider pulled down and away for ball 1. 1-0 on the way. Big swing and a miss. Actually got a piece, fouled it into the mitt of Whitlock, and that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yard Dogs have their 7 runs on 6 hits so far. They've committed 3 errors. The 1-1 comes home. There goes the runner, swung on and missed. Throw down is off the mark, and here comes Landon Bailey to make it 8-3. The Yard Dogs with the double steal works out to perfection for them.
Just a great way to manufacture runs.
You got to give credit there to Brainerd at the plate as well. Kind of swung at that pitch, made it a little awkward for Cody Whitlock to get a good throw off. That's why it was offline and into center. And just like that, it's 8-3. Yard Dogs here in the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs home in this frame. 1-2. Slider downstairs, no chase from Brainerd. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williams gets credit for a stolen base. That's the 3rd for the Yard Dogs tonight. Two on the way. That one bounces, gets away from Whitlock, and that's another 90 feet for Daniel Williams. The count's run full here to the Yard Dogs left fielder. Brainerd out of Denver, Colorado. Otero College, where he plays his ball, and the 3-2 is chopped to the left side. Going to be a tough play for Rupert, and he can't field it. That'll score another run. 9-3 our score. We'll see if that's an error or a base hit. That would have been a really hard play either way. That's a base hit. So Nicholas Brainerd gets another RBI on his infield single, and it's 9-3 Yard Dogs in the bottom of the 5th. Now to the top of the order, the Yard Dogs have batted around. Menchaca stands in and fouls off the first pitch for strike 1.
That's a First Financial Bank foul ball.
5 spot here in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, 1 runs high and away. Takes the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Menchaca fouls this one off left field, left side, and it's into the party deck. So now 1 ball, 2 strike count here to Menchaca. Ethan Russell trying to mercifully bring this inning to an end. The Yard Dogs want to keep it going. 1-2. There goes the runner. Put in play to the right side, right at the second baseman Ford. He fields over to first in time to retire the side, but not before the Yard Dogs bring home 5 runs, and they do so on 5 hits. They leave a man stranded, and it's 9-3 going to the 6th. All Yard Dogs. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Yard Dogs, it's Dane Francis, the righty, taking over for Devin Cummings. Francis making his second appearance on the mound through 2 innings in his first outing. 31.5 ERA, 5.50 whip, 0-1 record, and a very limited sample size as the first pitch home to Cooper Rupert misses low for ball 1. Devin Cummings was stellar on the mound. 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts for the right-handed starter for Bryan. This one lined to the right side, stabbed by Wiley, the second baseman, over to first, and what a play made by Jake Wiley for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. Now Chris Brock, 1 for 2 today, gets his first look at Francis. Dane is out of Rose State College, calls Edmond, Oklahoma home. First pitch home here to Brock, bounces in there for ball 1. One-0, line right at the first baseman, Reed, and he makes a great stab for out number 2.
Strong defensive performance tonight from the Yard Dogs.
Yeah, they committed those 3 errors early, but I've really turned it around here with a little bit of offensive success. As Brandon Ford digs in, second baseman for Meridian. He's 0 for 1 tonight, walked in the second, reached on an error in the fourth, stole a base, and scored a run. One-0, Francis spots up a fastball inner half, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. One. That one in there, called strike 2. Something, Will, that the Yard Dogs pitchers have done a good job of, and we've seen it in the limited walk numbers. They've lived in the zone. They've gone after these Blues hitters, not afraid to challenge them, as this one's just going to be tough luck, poked into left field, down for a base hit. Brandon Ford takes a very wide turn around first, but will settle for the single. 2-out base runner for Meridian.
And I think it's a mentality that the offense and defense kind of has had tonight of taking advantage when you can, but also being an aggressor in some of these counts.
Definitely. Isaiah Charles, DH for Meridian, stands in. 1 for 2 tonight, has an RBI. Righty-righty matchup. Francis set, first pitch down and away for ball 1. 9-3 our score in the top of the 6th inning. 3 straight frames that Bryan has stepped on home plate. 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-1. There goes the runner. Good pitch to run on, and coming off the bag for a second is Charles, but he's able to keep a hand on it. So stolen base there for Brandon Ford, his second of the night. Runner in scoring position now, and a 2-1 count for Isaiah Charles, the DH. Two-one, chopped up the third baseline, and it will go foul. So now Dane Francis trying to work around that 2-out base runner. Work through Cooper Rupert and Chris Brock quickly. Brandon Ford, little soft serve single into left. Steals second. And now 2-2 count to Isaiah Charles. Francis set at the letters. The pitch. Fastball. Actually, he pulled the string on him. That wasn't a fastball. He went changeup and gets his first strikeout of the night, and that will retire the side. Meridian strands a runner in scoring position. They trail 9-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Out at Travis Field, you're listening to Bryan Yard Dogs Baseball. Bottom of the 6th, out at Travis Field, 9-3 our score. Yard Dogs up over the Blues. Nick Savage, Will Fain with you here on the Bryan Yard Dogs YouTube channel. We'll be back at it tomorrow night. These two square off in the final game of a 4-game set. Yard Dogs in control of this one. Put them up in the series 2-1 if the score holds. First pitch home to Jake Wiley. In there for a called strike one from Ethan Russell. Wiley 1 for 2 tonight. Single, fly out, a walk, and a run scored. Nope, check that. No run scored just yet. He was thrown out trying to get an extra 90 feet on a base knock. It's a 1-1 count now. Yard Dogs scored in 3 straight frames, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th. Meridian 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 4th, and nothing doing since.
Now, if that pattern holds for the Yard Dogs, we could see a 7 spot.
They have been turning up the heat each half inning. We'll see if they can one-up themselves once again. This one a slow roller to second. Throw pulls Ratajczyk, off the bag, and it will be a base hit for Jake Wiley, his 2nd of the night. Now Aubrey Reed, 1 for 3. Scored a run in the 5th. It'll be Reed's first look at Ethan Russell, the new righty, out of the pen for Mickey Callaway. If you're a baseball fan and that name sounds familiar, we haven't really had a chance to talk about Mickey Callaway yet, but he's got MLB managerial experience. He managed the New York Mets from 2018 to 2019. 77-85 in 2018 and a winning record in 2019, 86-76. 1-0 misses low. 2 balls, no strikes here to Reed. He was also part of the Cleveland Indians squad that made it to the 2016 World Series that lost to the Cubs. This one's grounded too short. Coleman will go to second for 1. No, he'll just eat it. He couldn't make the play. So there'll be 2 men on. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Number 8, Braden Reynolds.
And now Braden Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds 1 for 2. Flew out in the 1st, walked in the 4th, later scored, singled in the 5th, and later scored. Chance to keep pouring it on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reynolds behind 0-1 after Russell lands that fastball. Like I mentioned, a part of that 2016 Cleveland Indians squad that made it to the World Series, lost to the Cubs. He was their pitching coach. Oh, 1. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. So pretty cool to see someone with that kind of experience here in the MAL. And again, that's what makes this summer league a little bit different from other collegiate leagues. 1-1 misses down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. If you're a former professional ball player, you can come and play in the MAL. Miguel Tejada Jr. spent some time with the Angels organization. This one grounded back up the middle. This one might be 2. Underhand flip to second for 1, back over to first. And it is a 6-4-3 double play for Braden Reynolds. 2 down, Jake Wiley over to third. And a pinch hitter here for Blake Selke.
From the University of Houston downtown, number 30, Jason Guerrero.
It's Jason Guerrero. Guerrero will take over in the pinch hit role, or the designated hitter role as a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 6th. And I think, judging from what I saw over toward the Yard Dogs dugout, that might be due to a little discomfort for Blake Selke. After he scored last inning, he kind of was getting stretched out down the left field line, so maybe not feeling 100%. So Coach Byington makes the move, and here's Guerrero with his first at bat of the night. He takes strike 1 at the knees. Guerrero hitting 111 here in his 6th game played.
But watch out for when he gets on base, because he has stolen a few bases.
He's got 5 stolen bases. He's behind 0-1 here. And if you're watching, Guerrero ain't no little guy.
Usually he's wearing his nice yellow cleats, and I feel like that gives him an extra boost of speed.
0-2 laid off. It's 1-2. No weight listed on the roster, but
he's got wheels.
It doesn't matter. Whatever that number was going to be, it hasn't mattered at all. 1-2 to Guerrero in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Believe it or not, Jason Guerrero leads the team in stolen bases. He's got 5, like we said. Next closest, Josue Encarnacion. A little bit different build with him. 2-2 to Guerrero. Fouled off. Prince Fielder comes to mind when it comes to body comps.
Guys.
Yeah. But again, I don't think Fielder has the wheels that Guerrero has shown us so far this summer. 9-3, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 pitch to Guerrero, sent into center field. That's going to be right at Hernandez as he comes in and puts it away to retire the side. Yard Dogs can't keep the scoring trend going, but they still lead 9-3 as we go to the 7th. All Yard Dogs here. You're listening to Bryan Yard Dogs Baseball. Back out at Travis Field. To the 7th we go. Yard Dogs lead 9-3. Dane Francis back out onto the mound for the home team. Facing 1-2-3 due up for the Meridian Blues. Sandres Hernandez stands in. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out, pop out, sacrifice fly, and an RBI. 2-0 here as Francis misses.
Looking to keep some of these scoreless innings going the same route.
2 straight for the Yard Dogs pitching. This one's lined to right field. Coming on is Williams, and Williams will just watch it fall. Takes a bad hop and kicks away from Williams. And Hernandez into second base with the leadoff double. So just like that, runner in scoring position for Meridian, nobody out. Kieran Coleman, the shortstop, to the plate.
At bat, the shortstop number 19, Kieran Coleman.
Coleman reached on an error in the first, scored the first run of the ball game. Ground out in the second and the fourth. Behind 0-1 here. Oh, 1. Fastball inner half called strike 2. It's 0-2 now to the Blues shortstop. Out of the stretch is Dane Francis. He works hard of the rubber, set the glove at the letters. 0-2 comes home, and it's a slider down and away. No chase from Coleman.
Looks like we've got another righty warming up in the Yard Dogs pen.
Some guys throwing the football as well. It's kind of the new trend to warm up. Not so taxing on your arm. Got a little weight behind it. 1-2 just off. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two, or excuse me, 2-2. Fastball high. Now it's 3-2. Don't want to give base runners up if you're the Yard Dogs with this 6-run advantage. That's when things start to get a little uncomfortable here in the top of the 7th with nobody out. Payoff pitch in on the hands, chopped, fair ball. Deep in the hole at third as Reynolds throws in time. What a play by the Yard Dogs third baseman, Braden Reynolds. About as deep as you can get toward the line there, and he was able to make that throw to retire Coleman. The throw was so long, Sandres Hernandez was able to move up from second to third.
Up next, the first baseman, number 28, Ryan Rayacek.
Ryan Ratajczak, first baseman, stands in. 1 for 3 tonight, doubled in the first. Ground out in the third, pop out in the 5th. First pitch, low for ball 1. Out in Nacogdoches, 16-2. The Niners up over the Beaumont Oil Barons. That one's in the top of the 6th. And the Fort Scott Dragoons are at Piney Woods. This one lined into left field, right at Brainerd. He makes the catch, and that one was scalded, so no chance for Hernandez to tag from third. And just like that, 2 down for Cody Whitlock. Runner still over at third base.
Next up, number 21, Cody Whitlock.
Whitlock 0 for 3 today. He struck out twice. 9-3 our score in the top of the 7th inning. Yard Dogs leading. That one pitch spiked to the backstop and thankfully kicked right back to Valeris, and he's able to scoop it up, get back to home plate, and no advance from Sandres Hernandez. Oh, fastball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Pinch hitter standing on deck for the Blues. It's Ryan Brunetz. He would be taking the place of Miguel Tejada Jr. 2-0. Slider gets away from Dane Francis, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Righty-righty matchup here. Francis set, 3-0. Fastball auto take, but that one misses just barely low for ball 4, so there'll be runners at the corners, 2 outs. And it is going to be Ryan Brunetz to the plate, pinch hitter for Miguel Tejada Jr.
At bat number 15, Bryan Yard.
Quick meeting on the mound between Valerius and Francis. Just need one more out to get out of this jam and make it 3 straight scoreless innings for Yard Dogs pitching. Brunetz, 143 average for him, appearing in his 8th game here. He's got 2 hits on the year, 3 RBI. First pitch to him, way to the backstop, slipped out of the hand of Francis, and coming in to slide home is Sandres Hernandez. That makes it 9-4. That'll end the streak.
We'll have to eat the announcer jinx of the scoreless innings there.
I'll place the blame on you there. You're
Hey,
the one
I
you're the
did
one that
start
brought
it
it up.
out.
So 5-run advantage now for the Yard Dogs here in the top of the 7th. Runners at second. And now all of a sudden, Francis is starting to spray it just a bit. Two-0. Fastball spike, 3 balls, no strikes. Dane Francis takes his time getting back onto the mound. From the stretch with the runner out at second, 2 outs and a 3-0 count here to Brunetz. That one runs high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here, and we'll see if there's any movement or someone to go talk to Dane, because something's amiss on the delivery, and here comes the pitching coach out to have a meeting with Francis. It'll be Cooper Rupert at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He's been walked and hit by a pitch. 9-3 our score in the top of the 7th. 2 outs, 2 men on for Meridian. Nick Savage and Will Fain with you here. And like we mentioned before, game 4 in this 4-game set between these two is tomorrow night. It'll be right here on the Yard Dogs YouTube channel. Hope you join us for that.
We hope you guys are having as much fun as we have doing this.
Meeting on the mound over. It's still Francis out there. Just need him to get one more out. As there's a righty throwing from the bullpen mound down the third baseline. Last ball game here at Travis Field, we saw Francis get into trouble with walks. He issued 7 in a start. We'll see if he can battle back here as that one bounces in to Valerius, and that allows the runners to move up to second and third. Whitlock into third. Brunett's into second. Going back to Brunett's at bat, it's 5 straight balls, make it 6. And with the urgency down in the bullpen, I wonder if this is Francis's last batter, because you can't just start piling up the base runners when you got a lead like this. You got to attack the zone.
Especially with back-to-back walks. If you get 3 in a row here.
Again, this is what Summer League's all about. You're working through some things. Coach Byington giving Dane a chance here to figure out the command, and the 3-0 is behind Cooper Rooper. 3 straight walks. I believe they are going to make the move. Indeed, they do. They're going to call to the pen, and that'll do it for Francis. He has walked the bases loaded. 1 run home in the inning. It's 9-4. Yard Dogs leading Meridian in the top of the 7th. Only 1 out to get for the righty coming in from the pen. New pitcher will get you the info on the other side. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. New arm for the Yard Dogs is Brendan Ford, making his first appearance in 2026. So new, he's not even on the roster yet. As the righty has warmed up, he will inherit a bases loaded 2-out situation here in the top of the 7th. 9-4, Yard Dogs lead Meridian, as he will be facing Chris Brock, who was 1 for 3 today. First pitch to the AB. Fastball, outer half, misses. Ball 1.
What a time for your first appearance in a bases loaded 2 outs.
No kidding. Coach Byington not easing in Brendan Ford. (1-0). Brock takes. It's 2-0. Francis goes an inning and 2/3, allows 2 hits. All the runners on base are his responsibility. He's already given up a run in this inning. 3 walks and a strikeout. 2-0. Fastball at the knees, called strike one. The bases loaded. Ford works out of the windup, third base side of the rubber. Winds and deals the 2-1. Fastball high, 3 balls, 1 strike. Yard Dogs pitchers were great through the first 6 frames and not allowing the walk, and all of a sudden struggling finding the strike zone just a bit. Trying to protect a 9-4 lead. 3-1. Runs high, ball 4, bases loaded, walk, and that'll make it 9-5, cuts the lead down to 4. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. How about this matchup? Brendan Ford will be pitching to Brandon Ford.
At bat, second baseman number 12, Brandon Ford.
As Ford digs in. 1 for 2 tonight. Walked in the second, reached on an error in the 4th, stole a base, later scored. And in the 6th, singled, stole a base as well. Swings at the first pitch, does Ford. Fouls it back for strike 1.
This is a Ford tough type of matchup right here.
Hopefully the Yard Dogs come out on the winning end. 0-1. Breaking ball looped in there. What a pitch from Brendan Ford. And Brendan is ahead of Brandon, 0-2. Bases loaded. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Pitch to Ford, just off the plate. Valeris tried to buy strike 3 with the frame job, but couldn't get home plate umpire Argan Dodds to bite. Now 1-2 count. One, two, put in play, back up the middle. It's Menchaca, the shortstop. Fields on a tough op, over to first, in time. And Brendan Ford strands, the bases loaded. Meridian do get a run, but they trail 9-5 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time out at Travis Field. This is Yard Dog Baseball. Bottom of the 7th out at Travis Field. 9-5 our score. Yard Dogs leading Meridian as the Blues tack on 2 runs in the top of the 7th. We'll see if Yard Dogs can get those back after those pitching woes came back to bite the Yard Dogs. One too many free passes issued. It's Landon Bailey leading things off as he skies this one into shallow left field. Hernandez will give way to the left fielder who replaced Miguel Tejada Jr. That is Brunetz in left now. And he makes the catch for out number 1.
Next up, left fielder
Now
number
here's
16,
Daniel Williams.
Daniel Williams.
Williams 0 for 1. Flew out to right in the second, walked in the fourth with the bases loaded, so he's got an RBI, and walked in the fifth. Later came around to score. He's stolen 2 bases tonight. Check swing on the first pitch, appeal down to first, and Neil Sanger, the first base umpire, says he goes around, so it's 0-1. Next offering misses low, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryan has scored 9 runs on 9 hits so far. They've committed 3 errors. And they've left 5 men on base. Meridian 5 runs on 6 hits. They've committed no errors. They've stranded 9 men on. It's a 2-2 count here to Daniel Williams. Taylor Valerius, the Bryan catcher, stands on deck. 2-2 pitch in the dirt, taken for ball 3.
Very patient hitters at the plate.
Yard Dogs have done a good job tonight of working counts. 3-2 on the outer edge, called strike 3. Good pitch there from Ethan Russell. Picks up out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. That is his first strikeout of the night. Now Taylor Valerius to the plate.
Taylor Valerius.
Taylor, 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout, sacrifice fly, and a pop out. First pitch to him, fouled back for strike 1. Quick meeting on the mound here between the catcher and pitcher. I think they were given home plate umpire Argan Dodds a little bit of time. That foul ball might have caught a piece of him, so he gets an extra second here. It's a 0-1 count with 2 down, bases empty in the bottom of the 7th for Valerius, and he'll take. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 9-5 our score, excuse me. This one's lined into left field. That'll be down for a base hit. Taylor Valerius, 2-out single here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's got to feel good.
Get some confidence brewing.
That is Valerius's 2nd hit of the season. As we'll have a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Josue Encarnacion. Enters into the ball game for Nicholas Brainerd. Encarnacion hitting 200. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it down the left field line.
That's a First Financial Bank foul ball.
Josue 5 hits in 7 games played. This will be his 8th game. Got 3 RBIs to go along with it. Pretty stellar defender. Got some wheels, 3 stolen bases on the year. Behind in the count here, 0-1 to Ethan Russell. 0-1. Slider down and away. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Fastball missed somewhere. It looked like a good pitch, but Encarnacion jumps ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Looked like it was on that corner, but
Taylor Valerius runs over at first after his 2-out single here in the bottom of the 7th. This one fouled off, and the counts run even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Valerius with his lead. The 2-2 to Encarnacion, up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Payoff. There goes the runner. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do it all again. Three-two. Runs up and in. Ball 4. So Josue draws a walk. There'll be 2 men on. 2 outs for the top of the order. Tristan Menchaca will get a chance to hit here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 3.
The Yard Dogs trying to get those 2 runs back that were surrendered in the top half. First pitch, fouled off for strike 1. Oh, 1. Runs away. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Menchaca tonight walked twice, scored a run, stole a base. Also popped out and grounded out. 1-1. That one's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike.
infield has somewhat of a shift going on.
Yeah, they are shifted to pull against the left-handed hitting Menchaca. 2-1. Line to right field. Brock going back, and he will get there for out number 3. The Yard Dogs get 2 men on with 2 outs, but can't do anything with it. They still lead 9-5 as we go to the 8th. This is Bryan Yard Dog baseball.
All right, Yard Dog fans, it's time for
back out of Travis Field. 9-5 our score, going to the top of the 8th inning. Brendan Ford back out onto the mound for another inning of work for the Yard Dogs. He'll be facing 9-1-2 due up. As Isaiah Charles swings and fouls the first pitch, he sees back. It's 0-1. Charles tonight hitting the second, RBI ground out in the fourth, and a strikeout in the sixth. 0-1, breaking ball loops in there, and really good pitch from Ford. He's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. There's a looping breaking ball. Once again, it's lined to right field. Williams has it for out number 1. No problem over and right. Over in left now is Josue Encarnacion. He enters defensively. He pinch hit for Nicholas Brainerd in the last inning. Now here's the top of the order. Andres Hernandez takes strike 1 as Brendan Ford with that 12-6 curve has it located very well so far. 0-1's grounded to the left side. Reynolds, the third baseman, up with it. Another long throw is there. And that's out number 2 in the top of the 8th. Some college baseball scores to take a peek at, as I'm sure we're all college baseball fans. Another defensive substitution is it is not Daniel Williams in right. Kieran Coleman stands in, takes strike 1. It's Rylan Sawyers enters defensively. Already tested, of course. First inning he's in. He gets a test. He passes. Back to those college baseball scores we were about to get into. Some finals from today. Georgia beat Mississippi State 13-12 in an all-time baseball game. 1-2 count now to Coleman. Ole Miss eliminates Auburn on their home field in 2 games, 5-3 today. North Carolina forces a game 3 tomorrow with a 4-0 win over USC. 1-2's fouled off, so Coleman will stay alive. Oklahoma beats Kansas 8-1 in game 1 of that series. West Virginia drubs Cal Poly to advance to Omaha for the first time. And Troy wins the Trojan War. They defeat Little Rock 2-0. They're off to Omaha for the first time as well. 1-2 to Coleman. Fastball high, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 games going on right now. St. John's at Alabama, game 1 of the Tuscaloosa Regional. Bama leads 6-0 in the top of the 5th as this one's skied to left field. Encarnacion comes in, then goes out, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Ford. Here we go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-5. Bryan leads Meridian. Don't go anywhere. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball.
All righty, Yard Dog.
Back out at Travis Field. Bottom of the 8th. Yard Dogs looking for some insurance before they try to win it in the top of the 9th. They lead 9-5. Jake Wiley, Aubrey Reed, and Braden Reynolds due up. First pitch of the inning misses low and away for ball 1. There's one more score we didn't get into. College baseball wise, 7-0, Texas up over Oregon. Top of the 6th in game 1 of that Super Regional. Jake Wiley tonight having a really good game, 2 for 3. 2 singles, a walk, and a run scored. He skies this one on the infield. It's Ford and Coleman converging, and it's going to be the shortstop Coleman who fields for out number 1. Here's Aubrey Reed. Bryan, first baseman.
First baseman number 7, Aubrey Reed.
Aubrey's got a hit tonight and a run scored. That came in the 5-run 5th. Righty-righty matchup here with Ethan Russell. First pitch is lined back up the middle for a base hit. And a one-out base runner for Bryan. We'll bring to the plate Braden Reynolds.
Next over Bryan, third baseman number 8, Braden Reynolds.
Reynolds 1 for 3 tonight. Flew out in the first, walked and scored in the 4th, singled and scored in the 5th. Grounded into a double play in the 6th. That's here with 1 out, man on, and a 9-5 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Takes ball 1 low. Yard Dogs looking for win number 3 at Travis Field and win number 6 on the young season. One 0, misses down and away, 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0, runs in and almost gets Reynolds. He backs out of the way of it, and it's 3-0. Double play depth for Meridian. 3-0 in there. Auto take was on for Braden Reynolds. (3-1) on the way. Rolled over, chopped to Coach Byington in the third base coach's box. He's unable to make the play.
He was close, though.
He stood in there. He didn't even move, didn't even flinch. Coach Byington, Texas A&M legend. (3-2) count here to Braden Reynolds. Ethan Russell delivers, and that one misses low, ball 4. So the Yard Dogs will have 2 men on, 1 out. Not Blake Selke. Selke was lifted earlier in this game. Jason Guerrero, the fan favorite.
The speedster.
Digs into the box. He lined out to center in his first plate appearance.
Designated hitter, number 30, Jason Guerrero.
Again, a little bit more insurance here as Meridian has tried to claw back. Biggest lead of the night was 6 for Bryan. 2 runs in the 7th for Meridian made it a 4-run lead. No scoring since then, but Guerrero with an 0-1 count here could change all that. Righty-righty matchup. Next pitch. Look good, doesn't get the call though. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Guerrero. It's a shame Blake Selke got lifted. He was having a good game. He was 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs and a walk to go along with that. 2-1 pitch. Misses down and away. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Jason Guerrero. Pick a spot, don't miss it, right?
Well, I think their spot is not in the zone currently is what they're going for.
Already 1 walk issued in this inning. Russell set, 3-1. That one's outside at ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Yard Dogs.
All with 1 out.
And now Landon Bailey. Quick meeting on the mound between Whitlock and Russell. Third baseman Rupert will come in as well and have a quick word. Ethan Russell able to work out of the windup now with the bases loaded. And Landon Bailey at the plate.
Currently at 71 pitches also.
Okay, so he's been pretty taxed out of the Blues bullpen. Took over in the 5th and has been keeping the Blues in it.
Center fielder Landon Bailey.
Hadn't allowed any extra runs, but that could change here as Landon Bailey stands in. First pitch in on the hands, popped right side into shallow right field, and they call the infield fly rule either way. So Bailey is retired. There's 2 down as Daniel Williams will get an at bat. Check that. That is going to be Rylan Sawyers, who entered into the game defensively for Daniel Williams. Sawyers getting his first plate appearance here tonight, and what a spot. First pitch swinging, rolled over to the right side. Ford will field over to first, and Meridian gets out of the bases loaded jam, but they got work to do. They trail by 4 going to the top of the 9th. They're down to their final 3 outs. Come on back. This is Yard Dog Baseball.
A big thanks to Quintastic Vice for their support of Yard Dogs Baseball.
Down to their final 3 outs. As Brendan Ford still on the mound for your Yard Dogs, trying to close this one out. 9-5 lead. Ratajczyk stands in to lead off the top of the 9th, and he will take the looping breaking ball high for ball 1. One 0 to 2-0. Got to throw strikes here in the top of the 9th. Can't let base runners stack up on you with that 4-run lead. 2-1 count now as Ratajczyk fouls off the next offering.
Hoping for a 3 up, 3 down here.
Coach Byington would take that. 2-1 misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. (3-1) fouled off into the mask of both Valerius and the home plate umpire. So we'll give him an extra second here. Counts run full though. Ratajczyk trying to be a leadoff base runner. Brendan Ford trying to pick up a crucial out number 1 here in the top of the 9th with that 4-run lead. 3-2 on the way. Looping breaking ball lands in for a called strike 3. What a pitch from Brendan Ford, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 9th. First strikeout for Brendan Ford in his prolonged relief outing.
Number 21, their catcher, Cody Whitlock.
I think that type of breaking ball would freeze just about any hitter.
It'll lull you to sleep, that's for sure. Cody Whitlock stands in. 0 for 3 tonight with a walk and a run scored. He takes ball 1. Meridian scored 1 in the first, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th. Ryan, they're scoring in 3 straight innings. 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th. That's the difference in this one so far. This one grounded to Menchaca at short. He fields on a few hops, throw to first in time, and the Blues are down to their final out. Outside of 1 bad inning, Will, defense has been a lot better for the Yard Dogs tonight. You've mentioned that a few times. And once again, that left side of the infield showing off. It's Ryan Brunitz, the left fielder, tasked with keeping this game going for the Blues. First pitch, breaking ball, missed. 1-0.
Yeah, like you said, that left side of the infield between Reynolds and Menchaca have just been phenomenal tonight.
1-0 from Ford. That one's low as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Dodds, the home plate umpire, wanted to call that one, but doesn't pull the trigger. 2-0 to 3-0. Brunitz in the driver's seat here. He's just going to keep the bat on his shoulders as this 3-0 comes home from Brendan Ford. That one lands in there, strike 1. Meridian down to their final out. 3-1 delivery to Brunitz. He swings and misses at the breaking ball. And the count is full. Blues down to their final strike. 3-2 just high, ball 4. So 2 out base runner for the Blues as Brunitz will run down at first and Cooper Rupert will come and try to keep this game going. Rupert tonight, 0 for 1, walked in the 2nd, hit by pitch in the 3rd, ground out in the 6th, and a walk in the 7th. First pitch, looping breaking ball lands for strike 1. Long pause here from Brendan Ford. He's ready with the 0-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball catches the inner half. Called strike 2. And once again, the Blues down to their final out, or final strike. Looking for the breaking ball maybe. 0-2 on the way. There it is. Skied into center field. Bailey coming on, makes the call. And the catch, and the Yard Dogs win 9-5 on Saturday night to improve to 6-8. Meridian falls to 6-8 as well. And a great offensive output for the Yard Dogs tonight. We'll hit a break and talk about it on the other side. The Yard Dogs win 9-5 over Meridian. This is Bryan Yard Dog Baseball. Bryan improves to 6-8, and Meridian falls to 6-8. Bryan did it on 9 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors, 9 men left on. Meridian, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 9 men left on as well. Devin Cummings gets the win after going 5 innings, allowing 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and Jorge Melendez gets the loss. 4 1/3 innings pitched for him, 6 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 6 walks, 1 strikeout. Will, pretty impressive offensive showing for the Yard Dogs. They pitched well on the mound, only 7 walks, which feels like an improvement for the pitching staff. At least those walks really didn't come back to bite the Yard Dogs when it happened. So just your takeaways from tonight's win.
I really loved the defense tonight, especially as we talked about that left side between Tristan Menchaca at short and Braden Reynolds at third. Once the Yard Dogs took the lead there in the 4th, they really never looked back. Defense kind of locked in. No errors there in the later innings.
Yeah.
You had a few walks, but people kind of reined it in, didn't give up many runs.
Didn't have an error after the 4th.
So once they locked in, and I mean, it was a great finish to the game.
Absolutely. Most hits in a game this season. They best their previous high, which was 10. That came on May 29th with 11 here tonight. So we came into the game talking about the struggles the offense has had, but somehow have found a way to get it clicking, and they've won 2 in a row. And just, I guess, final thoughts. What are you looking for as we go into Game 4 of this series, last game of this quick homestand?
Once again, you need great defense. We want to keep those walks down. Hope to keep this momentum from the offense standpoint. I would like to see a few more extra base hits maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
We haven't seen too many of those here at Travis Field. I think we're still waiting to see a home run from the Yard Dogs here at Travis Field.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see if they can bring it tomorrow night. Will, thank you. It was a lot of fun hanging out tonight.
It was a pleasure.
We got one more tomorrow night. We hope you join us again. That game right around 7:05. The Yard Dogs. 6:05. That's right. 6:05 on Sundays. We'll get started about an hour earlier. So Yard Dogs will host the Meridian Blues one final time at this quick homestand. We hope you join us. For Will Fain, I'm Nick Savage. Thank you so much. Yard Dogs win 9-5 here tonight on Saturday. We'll catch you next time.